Hi, my name is Joe, and welcome back to Anima Season this week. Hodor bonus with this banner nobody summoned on, but we do have some interesting stuff to showcase. So, this is the debut of Hodor. The fact that she gives out bonus doubler and cleanses and, another status and all this other stuff, I really wanted to play into more statuses for some reason this week, so what immediately jumped out to me from her giving out bonus doubler as a defense mythic was 35th Anniversary Marth, Citrinne, Black Knight, all the stats, right? Because Marth Fire Emblem is essentially just another bonus doubler kind of effect, so you have so much stats compounding on each other. All these units really appreciate, but there wasn't really a good way to give everybody everything, and Citrinne, Hood Classic unit for ARD, finally making a return again, because her Forma ended recently, like a month or so ago, right? And, I got a good one. I got Havoc, I got Canto Curb, bonus doublers, whatever, and Frost Moon gives her piercing, which she desperately needs, and big damage, right? So, and she already does have 15% res-based true damage in her weapon. She can actually hit decently hard with the right amount of effects. Realistically, this should be like attack res finish or something, but whatever. Anyway, the point is, with Citrinne here, everybody on the team can get everything while also giving out Havoc, which is really nice, and then also being Canto Control. So big value here. And then Rhea and Black Knight go without saying. I have Black Knight with Celica Ring just for threat range, that's about it. And then we have Sigurd Ring on Marth, specifically because it's kind of like Baldur last season, where the Sigurd Ring lets him move into a position, like here or here, these two, that allows other units to just kind of warp across the map. And you'll notice before, I actually have Pass Miracle on Hodor. So, I was kind of not getting any value out of the statuses from the B slot, and then that kind of just leaves 10% true damage, which is whatever. So, I gave her Pass and Miracle. So the theory is, she comes down after Marth moves, swaps with the warping, and then she has Pass, can bypass any barricade shenanigans, and then hit something. Since she has Reflex and a bunch of other statuses, and also Dodge from Tethys, I'll get to that in a second, she can hit once, survive, and then kill back with Imbue, or Reflex, whatever, right? Actually kind of fun, and it works, you'll see. It's really cool. And then lastly, I didn't know what else to put here, so I was looking for anything in my barracks that gave out, neutralized penalties or neutralized foes bonuses, and Johanna Dagger gives out that, Dodge, and she's also a dancer, and a flying dancer at that. So, and this is also at the start of both phases. Decently high value dancer here. That's about it. I like this team a lot. We're able to use a lot of interesting things that work together nicely. Not necessarily 100% meta, so let's get into it. Alright, match number 1. We got Meliel. I still don't know how to pronounce her name, but I have no idea if this unit's good. The weapon seems very underwhelming. Ashura, who I also used on offense, she is bonus, and her buffed C slot from a Refine, unironically, pretty good support. It's like NFU, Hexblade, and no panic. Very nice. Hexblade, very, very nice currently. So, the thing is, a lot of people aren't going to respect the Celica Ring on Black Knight, and also for the first couple of matches, my Black Knight and Rhea are switched because I'm an idiot. I just forgot. So yeah, we're gonna take it back, but we don't have the guaranteed follow-up, unfortunately. Okay, so yep, so Marth came on down, Hother swapped, and ooh, did we get the... Ooh! That's what I'm talking about, dude. She one-shots the freaking Ash clone with type disadvantage, a billion defense, no true damage in the B. That's just the power of Miracle, Reflex, all that stuff. That's what I'm talking about, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Very first match, I'm able to show that off. Very happy about that. Alincia, Sigid, Nidhogg 1, Nidhogg 2, and Big Elm. Full structures. Not gonna snipe a safe defense. Doesn't even have safe defense. Allow? Alright, whatever. So, yeah. Tethys comes down, dances. Doesn't really matter, but it's whatever. Having your dancer give out statuses and also be a flyer is just like really nice quality of life, honestly. And the dodge status and the neutralized penalties for Marth are just kind of crazy, right? Like, more DR, even though it's pierceable, and more, like, stat swinging, essentially. Hodor comes down, doesn't really care about the barricade because of pass. It is what it is. I don't think she even warped there anyway, I'm just kind of saying shit. Oh yeah, my extra unit is Fallen Dimitri because undefended. That's about it. I really didn't know what to put there. I just wanted to try him. I don't know. I want to force people to do things against this team. Marth comes down, all the statuses in the world, bop, bop. Wow, still not enough because of the stones. But don't worry, we have a dancer on our defense team in the year of our Lord and Savior 2025, and it actually came in clutch there. Oh, and then the quad from Rhea. Hodor comes in, lives with Miracle, bop. Doesn't matter if you're on stones, big dog. Let's see, no guaranteed follow-up, unfortunately. Haethrun comes down, and this is, essentially ranged countering Haethrun, so no way she's gonna survive Elm. Yeah. Only really doing that so that she doesn't get sniped by Lyn. That's literally it. But I don't know why this guy is still playing. Very questionable. Okay, and he's out. Keep it pushing. Oh yeah, these structures on the side also change a little bit over the course of the season. But like, look at how many statuses are being given out before the game even begins. This is like turn 0 before anything begins. This is my whole team. So much stuff. I love it. Thor, Nidhogg, Fjorm, Deerman, and plus 10 Kiragi. With perfect attack speed and tempo from Bridget, I guess. Poor guy. I wish your favorite unit was something not awful. It is what it is. Gonna try to form up on the right, but I don't know what caused Tethys to do that. Oh, it's because he doesn't have safety fence. Doi. He also had full structures. Yeah, and if you're curious on the skills on my Dimitri, it's from the Holoforms a while ago. Finish, Assassin Strike, Times Pulse, GLR. But you're really just here for the undefended, right? That's what it's all about. Okay, Danceroo. Nothing's really happening, but Haethrun is in range of Tethys, which wouldn't go well. I assume some shenanigans are going to happen, so that doesn't happen. Marth probably will come down, right? Dance. Oh yeah, she'll always like burn her dance on Rhea because she's the extra unit and hasn't done anything yet. Lamau, Marth teleports down. Funny, one-shots Haethrun. Unfortunately, Hodor is kind of left in the dust, not able to warp. It is what it is. Yep, no way she's living that on fort. But I don't think your team's living anything my team's gonna do. Yeah, that's about it. GG. Keep it pushing. Plumerier with the big true damage support. The new leaf, and this skill seems really interesting. I don't know if it's actually good or not, but it seems really good on paper. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna pull on that shit. No full structures, safety fence, might be a brain user. Let's see. I'm very curious if this leaf actually does anything. That bow, however, is fucking gross. Truly. BK comes in. Unfortunately, no guaranteed follow-up. It is what it is. Yep, and then Camilla just does her thing. Very fun unit. Canto control. Elm set up the grass for anti-warp, but Marth is still there, so... Oh. Okay. Elm is just so fast that he avoids the double from Marth. I'll go fuck myself, it's fine. The haze from Camilla also playing a part there, undoubtedly. Yeah, this seems like a wrap already. And the true damage support from Plumeria. That's rough. Black Knight does come down and finish off Camilla, though, so does he keep playing? Dimitri's also spawned, so he's going to spread those statuses next turn, or at the start of my turn. Leaf, Refresh, 174, Danceruni, takes out BK, but I'm getting sack played on, like, day 2. By the way, I got so many matches this season. You'll see at the end, obviously, but it's like 13. At 13 matches this season, assuming somebody doesn't swoop in at like the 10-minute mark. Anyway, he's just going to get the pots and take out Dimitri. There's really nothing I can do here. It is what it is. That Plumeria is just ridiculous, dude. And Elm is also cheating, and Camilla's also cheating. I want my money back, GG. Keep it pushing. Okay, so I believe this is the one where I realize my saves are in the swap spots, because, yeah, this just happens. I just wasn't thinking. I just wasn't thinking. My bad. But we'll see if that even pans out for this guy, because Tethys is not the most integral part of this team by any stretch, despite being a flying dancer that gives out valuable statuses to my team. It is what it is. Everyone else is more important. My boys are kind of primed here. And the Ivy also doesn't do that much to hinder my team's movement, because most of my team is either flying, can warp, or is armor. So they don't really care about it. Oh, Hoder almost able to take out Blue Nidhogg because of the damage reflect. Actually, I don't even know if she had it that turn, because my guys were kind of in a goofy spot. But regardless, yeah. Testament to the power of this strategy. It's possible. Miracle damage reflect. Bop, bop. Wow, dude, she's still living. That's crazy. I know it's type advantage basically doing the heavy lifting at the end of that combat, but still. I thought Nidhogg's time was over. Bop. Hey, posture up with the boys. And by the way, I don't have Lin Ring on Citrinne because I don't want her to just swing into something like Black Knight across the map and just kill herself, and then a lot of my team crumbles because her support is no longer there. She's more so... She has the Marth Ring with Frost Moon, which lets her basically get it immediately because of her ×2 pulse at the start of turn 1. Yeah, so hopefully she would only fight things that she can actually hurt. Like Blue Nidhogg, maybe. Maybe. Well, my boys keep pushing the pressure on her in the corner, and that's about it. The pressure is too much. Okay. Veil +7. Embler, Nidhogg, New Celicar, Erica, and Leaf again. Full structures, but unfortunately my catapult is lined up with the calling circle, so it doesn't matter. This Bridal Embla, depending on how many debuffs this guy actually has, might be a problem, because once again, this is like the first time in forever that FREYR is not on the defense team, because Hoder does have cleansing, but it's only for 2 things like Micaiah. So let's see, am I undefended? I am undefended. Unfort. Leaf comes in, one-shots Aether, also one-shots Hoder, but I don't know how you're getting out of this one. The answer is you're not. I don't know. Did he just not respect the Canto control? I guess so. Bop. That was a big blunder. I don't know if you keep playing, especially with my Dimitri spawned here. Elm comes in, more undefended. Celica from 3 spaces away, funny. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, and she's not able to get doubled or tripled by Marth, so... Unfort. Let's see. I mean, it's looking good for this guy, but Black Knight kind of just came down and did something. I may have misclicked, skipped through it. It is what it is, but whatever happened was enough for him to quit. GG. We have Yunaka with the +10 Lin Ring, Shishina, Micaiah, Camiller, Sigid, Elm, and Veil +1. We haven't seen any +10s today other than that +10 Lin Ring, which, you know, does warrant the Vine Boom. Yunaka comes in. I don't know if you're going to do... Oh, wow. Never mind. Camilla Hayes putting in work there. That's crazy. But Canto control... Okay. You're out of the way. Except you're not. Nobody respects the Celica ring on BK. This is absolutely going to just kill. Bop. Oh, yep, and then there it was again. Marth with the Sigurd ring able to move 1, 2, 3, and then be a warp beacon over the Ivy. And since she has passed, she's able to not give a fuck about anything. Comes in, snipes something with the, you know, Miracle, DR Piercing, or DR Reflect, whatever, right? Love seeing that. GG. Okay. Ashura, Dedu, Altiner, Lynn, New Tharja, who is actually kind of scary, and Ike with fortifications, which is the not scary. Unfortunately, I high-key think, and I'm not going to actually do this, but I think that new arcane sword could be really good on him. Yes, a lot of the effects that make him good are in there, but he has no flat DR in the weapon as an Omni-tank. Like, it was before his time, I guess. All of the DR is in the special, but he needs way more. He needs so much more to function. So, high-key, that arcane sword, and you can outsource NCD now. And you can outsource tempo, you can outsource all the stuff that his weapon can do. His weapon was just convenient. So, that's my hot take. Arcane Renegade, whatever it's called, could be really good on Ike. Just saying. Keep it pushing. There's so many matches this season, dude. Like I said, like 13. Oh man, Yuri with his collarbones makes me sick. Elamine +4. Yuri comes in. This Yuri is actually kind of annoying. He hits okay, but he's actually kind of hard to take down on the retaliation for secondary units, like not primary nukes. And I've seen this matchup a billion times, Black Knight. If he's able to get the double off, pretty much always wins that. But unfortunately, mine doesn't have guaranteed follow-up, or at least he has NFU, right? My bad, because Ashura, like I said, her new C skill gives out NFU and Hexblade and all that stuff. I lose a unit there, unfortunate. He's breaking some structures. My throat's getting sore. Yuri, foul play, spread some debuffs. Yeah, you're just going to turtle in the bottom right, but I don't think you can actually do anything. Nidhogg and Marth is a decent perimeter, but, yeah. Black Knight wins this all day because Marth is able to just triple him before he even attacks, even when he engages, because Marth just gets so many stats that he beats the Hardy Bearing check from BK. So it kind of works against him in that matchup specifically. It's really funny. Lamau. Yuri takes out someone, I believe Tethys or something. I was talking about BK, I lost my train of thought, but once again, his units are not in a great spot. Like, he's butts to butts with my FREYR right now. Marth actually comes around the corner where Fudge is made, bops him in the butt. BK takes him out. Oh, Citrinne almost takes him out, which is kind of impressive. Like I said, she doesn't hit the hardest, but Yuri is not the easiest unit to take down. He's got like a pretty decent amount of flat DR despite being a ranged cav. That was a long one, but a good fight. GG. Alright, another Marth, Elamine, Plumeria, Ashura, Sigurd, and Tharja. For some reason, talking today is really killing my throat. I don't know what's going on. He's trying to position in the right to take out my structures and get in where the calling circle is. But I don't know how he's getting out of this one, because are these people just not respecting the Kanto control? Never mind, his Tharja has Lin Ring, but since my Aether is set up to survive ranged things, actually able to survive, which is kind of impressive. That Tharja's pretty good, honestly. So, and she spreads the haze, which is also scary. Marth actually gets Black Knight actually gets danced there and is able to big warp into Marth, and once again you see that interaction where he gets tripled and then instantly kills back with a damage reflect. Lamau. Aether comes in, not able to really do anything though, but I have a decent perimeter. Sigurd kind of just gets in. Oh wow. The NFU didn't actually reach her. Even, I don't know, man. Let me see. I always forget that Sigurd is deceptively fast for the kind of unit he is. Like, this is a decent speed tier for what he is, and Aether only has, like, 33. So, yeah. And he had NFU, right? So, that makes sense. Oh, man. Yep, and Tharj is able to come in, take out Aether on the second instance of combat. Unfort, but he realizes that he can't really do much else because BK is still just standing there in his face, and then you have to get through Marth and all the rest. Yeah, it's not going to happen, big dog. Alright, Regan +6 with that new inheritable Tea-Time weapon, which is really, really nice. Decent support, you get an extra action, and true damage. So a unit like Regan, honestly, for the longest time, has been used as a smite bot, so make the most out of that, I guess. Elm, Crom +2, and Elincia. I haven't really sniped anything of value with the catapult this season, unfortunately. There's the smite and refresh. Elm takes out the pot, opens up the way for turn 2. But I don't know if you're going to be able to get through with anything not named Elm. Alright, my bad. I just had to stop and take a drink of water, dude. I don't know what it is. My throat's killing me talking right now. I'm not sick or anything. And I didn't even make another video in this whole week. Like, it's back-to-back ARD videos on the channel, which means I went a week without saying much. Weird. But his extra unit is Nana, who comes in and absolutely takes out my units. This unit is an actual demon, dude. But, I have something to say about her at the end of this video. Spoiler alert. But, big hit-and-run action. Let's see if we get any warping shenanigans, though. Dance BK, which, yes, puts him in the range for Celica Ring on the Aether. Can't imagine you keep playing after that. Nobody respects it, and for the most part, you don't really see dancers on defense anymore, which is a huge monkey wrench if you're not prepared. Yeah, when you're using stuff that isn't 100% meta, like I'm using, you have to be as creative as possible. So, dancing, weird warping, rally trap, whatever, you gotta be cheap. And, catches them out. Alright, almost done. Plumeria, Crom, Sigid, the new Happy, Elm, and Nidhogg. Is this unit actually good, by the way? I like her support. When I was looking for statuses to put there, Treachery is, like, really good, and she also gives out neutralized foes bonuses. So those are two really desirable statuses, and she's, like, a decent unit, right? And a duo unit, whatever. I don't have her. I'm not going to summon for her, obviously, but, yeah, that was a unit definitely on my radar as far as the last slot where Tethys is at right now. Safe defense gaming, but just like everybody else, he's just going to try to break the stuff on the right to make their way in on turn 2 or 3. But, did you mess up this turn? No. Plumeria is their extra unit, so yeah, they're obviously going for turn 3 stuff. Elm comes in. Dimitri's just a body at this point. It is what it is. I want to know if there's some secret Japanese tech for what the extra unit should be. I haven't really looked into it, but... Okay, things are about to get dicey. Sigurd up top, but... Yep, that takes out Aether, surprisingly. Even though she's the far save version, or like far version. You're wasting all your stuff on this, and you only have the Canto 1 to get back, so I think this was a giant blunder. Marth comes in, obviously gonna kill there. Aether, are you just gonna kill? Yes, actually doubles. Very nice. No NFU, guaranteed follow-up. But he keeps playing. Why do they keep playing? Rom comes in, he just spike kills my friggin' Aether, and he's out. Alright, last one, and my throat is on its last legs. Please send help. Veil +9, Aethermere +8, and Elincia +7. Oh, man. Alright, I just had a very hefty cough, but hopefully that actually clears up my throat. Anyway, just like everybody else, like I said, clearing out the stuff on the right to try to make their way in on Aether. Let's see. I mean, his team is a little scary, and by a little, I mean he has Elm and Erica, that's about it. And Erica, still one of the premier nukes in the game, able to just one-shot Aether, no problem. Like I said, she has Aegis, not really in the cards for her. But we might get some warping shenanigans here. Swap, Divine Nectar, and one shot on the Elincia, thanks to Marth warping. I love it. Is that enough to make him pull the cord? The answer is yes. Thank you, warping. Alright, so final score is 12-1. And the one match that I lost, they still sack played, and it was on day 2. It is what it is. I don't think I lost points for it anyway, but, yeah. Almost flawless with this somewhat goofy team, trying to play into, like, double bonus doubler, spreading it through the whole team because I really wanted to use Citrinne again. Yeah, and using a dancer on defense like it's 2022 or some shit. We're bringing back some Hood classics here and a new face in Aether, so I'm really happy with the way this went. Definitely some work we could do. What do we got next week? Balder bonus, and then that's about it, right? Let's get into the summon. So, you'll notice that this is 10 out of 40, and if we go to my homepage, yeah, I got a Felix, I got a Nana within those 10 summons. Not good IVs on her, but I'll trait fruit it. I have screenshots of what happened.
Holy
Actually
fuck.
pretty insane. So on these like pity banners and then this one, it was free Chloe, 3% chance, free Alir, which was 3% chance, and then I also got an Ascended Sed, which was 3% chance, and this is all like in a row, I think. And then after that, I pulled on the Tea Time banner, and I got Nana and then Felix immediately back to back. You can't make this shit up. Of course, when the camera is off, I get insane luck like that, but we're going to pull on this because it's going to end in 8 hours. I would love to get more Lucina because she has Haste Slice XL, Momentum, Potent Assault, and is a decent unit. If I ever get a Thiazi, I would love to give her Arcane Giant Axe as well. And if I got another Lucina there, I would probably try to get Crom and then put the fodder on him as well, but I just never got another Crom. It is what it is. I guess we can just do this one too. Pretty sure the best one is blue here because it has this, and even then that's not like the best skill. But yeah, that's about it. Blue also has 2 units, so better chance, I guess. Okay. Ooh, I finally get a Medeus. Nice. I was gonna say in my last summoning video that I still haven't gotten a Medeus or Fallen Male Robin. Unfortunately, among the worst IVs you could possibly get, but obviously... obviously I'll get more copies over time. I would love to build this guy up, especially for defense. On guard is still nice, neutralize bonus is really nice, and the unit is actually not bad as far as combat, so... it is what it is. I guess I'll put him in the viable until I get another one. And then we can do this week's arena ticket. I'm probably just going to do a separate video. Of course, there's no blue. I'll do red. I'll probably just do a separate video where I do all these ticket summons. It'll probably be like 10 or 20 minutes, maybe tomorrow or the next day. We'll see. But yeah, Marita, Fallen Marita. I think all she has is like solo and NFU, if I'm remembering correctly. Or no, she has Flashing Blade and NFU. Hey man. One of the earliest instances of extra true damage, even though it's a conditional. Oh well. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. Look forward to seeing Ingrid and Felix on defense in the coming weeks, especially in the bonus, because, yeah. This Felix on defense might be a demon because he loses the, like, trap-eating aspect that Brave Felix has, so he's more suited for defense in that regard, and then he has full piercing, all that other stuff. Could be good, unironically, even outside of bonus, but Nana, I'll tell you what, this unit is undoubtedly going to be good. Maybe even staple. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to actually test her on defense, but this unit is friggin' nuts. I am so glad I got let alone also Felix. I'm very thankful. This unit's insane. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Let me know how your week went. Let me know how your week is going. And let me know if you summon on the Tea Time banner. And yeah. Have a good one. Bye.
But, you bring the stuff?
It's right here, huh?
Show it.
It's right here.
Show it.
It's right here.
Show it.
It's right here.
Show it.
It's right there.